Okay, we are working on our prototype that will hopefully become our final build for our Mad Scientist Spectrogram. We have our X-axis. I guess that's what you're calling this one, or Y?
Huh?
This one's Y-axis?
Yeah.
Oh, this one's Y-axis. So we've got a motor in here that will run this shaft and move this cradle back and forth along the thread. Ricky's working on programming over there right now to run our LCD display and the other motor that will run our paper feeder and our servo that will run our pen. For this, our cradle, I just had a little piece of scrap metal, an old bracket from something in our junk pile, in our metal bin at the farm, and I welded a couple of nuts on it to run up and down the thread. And then we're gonna have a spring mounted to our servo here with a pen in it that makes an arch as the paper feeds through. Okay, so we are testing our stepper moves and our servo moves, but our DC motor up here is not moving for some reason.
Okay then. I don't think our stepper is really going at all.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Oh, it is. It's trying at least.
Okay, so we're still attempting here. Ricky's got the programming all in now to run the stepper motor.
And all the other motors.
And he's got all the programming to run all the motors. The stepper's doing like it should. It's moving this cradle back and forth. Slow, but it's moving it. We know that our servo works here. Now the issue that we're having is the motor that we have to try to run our paper feed just isn't doing the job. It's just not a strong enough motor to spin what we got to spin at the speed, the slow enough speed that we need to spin it. So our motor that we were going to use for our paper feed was not working. So Ricky came up with the idea of modifying a servo to spin 360 degrees.
One Google search later.
So he did a little Google searching and figured out that we could take out the potentiometer and wire in a couple of resistors, and now we have a motor. So let's test it out.
Reset.
There you go.
It's moving.
Sweet. Let's mount her on the machine. Okay, here we go.
Press start or enter serial. Type or push now. Moving. That's for sure.
Yep. I'm just gonna get that paper feed figured out.
And make this run for longer. Because that's not nearly long enough.
Right. Yep. Alright, here's our project. We are not done. We are a long ways from done, but
It's getting ridiculous.
we're having a lot of motor issues. We're on our third motor for running our paper feeder, which is this down here. We're gonna just have to order another stepper motor because the other motors that we tried to use just wouldn't cut the mustard. So what it was supposed to do is feed a piece of paper through, and as it come through, this moved randomly back and forth, and this moved randomly back and forth, just drawing random designs on a piece of paper as it fed through. It was our mad scientist spectrograph. We're going to have mad hands holding up our electronics on each side.
Plus a
And
beaker.
and this, if you can see, the design of the bottom board is in the shape of a beaker. But it's time to get it handed in. It's getting late, so this is our project in a nutshell. Just still needs some more time.